And when any one of those change, then your purpose is shifting. I've been in masterminds for 20 years, it seems like, to be exact, probably 15 years, right? It's just about 2011. So going on 15 years. And I've seen year over year guys come into mastermind, highly successful individuals, 6, 7, 8, 9, income earner. I mean, really successful people looking at the room going, I'm not feeling this anymore. Like, I have never been more depressed. I don't know what my purpose is. I just feel like I feel like I'm at loss for what I need to accomplish in life. And what it is, and they don't realize it in that moment, and they realize it later, is that their purpose has shifted. And the purpose is gone, so they're no longer obsessed about winning. They're no longer obsessed about getting where they are, or maybe they've already gotten there and they don't have a new focus. But then they lose their passion. When that passion goes away, the Bible says where there's no vision, the people perish. I think a part of the word vision is a passion, is an obsession to reach somewhere, to get somewhere. And when that's gone, people feel downtrodden. They start to get depressed. And that's why purpose is so important in our lives, because it's the ingredient, to getting the results that we want. Obsession is just a result of having the right purpose. That's what it is. And when it's not driven off the purpose, it's an addiction. And that's the biggest difference. Like, are you addicted to something that's not healthy, or are you obsessed about something that's healthy? Because we all have the inherent traits in us where we direct it. So like think about Moses in the Bible, right? Moses was, building cities for Pharaoh. God changed his what? His purpose. He said, you're going to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. Now, I, reading back on that story, look back and think, well, this was God's plan. God was using these events, these tragic events, in order to shift his purpose to get him to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. Because I don't know that he would have ever done it if none of those events would have transpired. And even then, he argued with God and said, I'm not your guy. Right? So, like, that's what we do when our life starts to shift our purpose. Is sometimes we look at it and go, it can't be. Listen, I never would have ever guessed in 2010, 2011, that I would have ever walked away from a successful career in corporate America. Just wouldn't have. Right? But there were events happening in 2008 to 2010 that were catastrophic in a way that started me down a path of like a new direction. And by 2011, I get bit by a tick, come down with Lyme disease, and now I'm forced out of working. On top of that, I filed bankruptcy that year. I lost all my investment properties. Like, the world was turning upside down around me. And I look back at it and I go, God had to put me through those chain of events in order to get me to go towards my new purpose. And the frustrating thing was, and it wasn't until I saw it that I became excited again. But in the process of going through this valley, I'd never been so downtrodden, depressed, and upset in my life. Like, I'm losing my health, I'm losing my wealth, I'm losing my career. I'm losing everything. I'm losing everything around me right now. And I wanted to fight it. I wanted to fight it and go back. I wanted to hold on to what I had. I wanted to get back to where I was. And the best days are now behind me. No. The best days are now in front of me. And I just needed to accept where my purpose was and how it had shifted in my life. And then I needed to get passionate about it. And then I needed to get obsessed about reaching it. And once I did that, I started to see success again. Right? And it doesn't mean that it's every day is an easy journey and it's an easy jump. But like, it's that passion, that obsession to reach success that just keeps you going. I've lost my dad and my mom 9 months from each other. Within a year after, COVID kicking off and the world turning down around us. Like, I'm at a point in life now where I'm like, bring it. You know what I mean? Like, there's more and more problems that just keep coming our way. And it's like, you know what? Bring it. Because every single time they come and my world gets reshifted and I follow it and it gives me a new purpose, man, the passion that leads to obsession drives success again. You know, and I know the day will come that my days on this earth will be numbered, and you know, the next obstacle in my way will be that of death. And the next journey from that is, you know, what this afterlife brings and what my walk with God will bring for me. But you know what? Until then, I plan to stay very, very driven, very, very passionate, and very, very obsessed about the right things in my life.